minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Well, you go look at your team while I make these subs. Damn, that's that Devin Bush shit. Hey, whenever you're ready, Endo. Yeah, okay, Endo. Let you tell it.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. He'll have a first down past the 40. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A big roll
Endo
of the dice on
Goose just sent me
4th and 1,
the
but it
send me
pays
a
off.
game
They
invite.
convert.
I guess he can't get in the
Relatively
party
small
because he
sample
scored.
size, but that's his longest
Nah,
run of the
he just
first
didn't want to
quarter.
play me.
Bounce it out to the outside.
You still
and
gonna
make
be
it
on?
successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner,
Okay.
making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes,
Hey, I'm playing.
those wide
Endo sent me the
receivers,
invite,
tight ends that
man.
might be
Endo
flexed
said you got to
out,
wait your
they
turn,
gotta
nigga.
control the edge and make sure no one from the outside
Oh, now he
can
just
steal
hung
the play
up.
before he gets there.
He just hung up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line.
There we go.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Hot grits, pick him up.
Picked off at the 21. Anunwa, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. 8 yards
Wow,
on the
you're just
pickup, and now they'll have some options
though.
on second and short.
Keep on.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, Washington. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Forced out to his left. And he fires one incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You know,
and the Jets pressure too much.
That's a sneaky little play right there.
Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Man, just hold the edge.
Down again.
Come on.
Jordan Jenkins, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll give this to Bell running right. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Darnold on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
What you got going on over there, Indo?
Now Carr.
Anybody open?
And that is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
I wasn't even trying to throw it to him.
He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Blue probably hot because he couldn't get in the party.
Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home,
what you got,
and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's
always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start the drive at Washington. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bowman, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, and Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against his secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20, so get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium, and his speech was about 5 minutes long. which is probably about
That's
the right
a little
way.
blitz killer right there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Matriculate the
Another
ball
nice
up the
game,
field,
13
fellas.
yards that time, and another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Carr's throw here caught by Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Into the red zone. It's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Carr to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold got an open man. It's a noon one. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
On 2nd down now, it's Washington. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Ja'Kai Polite with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
This is a good little battle right here, Endo.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's pulled in at the 32. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down.
Hey, 7:34. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, Alpha. 57 to Mike. Mike to the hook.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, we got a second. We remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it, twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back-to-back-to-back as a Madden Classic champion. Now a first down carry by Bell. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Oh, Darnold completes it. Inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That was my pick.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run with Cannon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. They'll go again with Bell. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Darnold. Now he's flushed out left. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. A 3-yard touchdown.
Good fucking run, Endo.
They're able to break the
Oh, my God. Good run.
This 4th quarter. So we have a score to report after all.
Watch out of his stick, too.
Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943. 43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. Our first points of the game come in the 4th quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began.
No, absolutely not. But, hey, now it's still just a 1-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to play for.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a 1-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. 1-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Carr gives it off to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Running it, Washington.
Just hold that fucking
And that
edge.
play
Come
will
on.
go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Come on.
On 2nd down, it's Washington. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to
He
get
left it all on
upfield.
the field.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
From the gun, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ja'Kai Polite in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Carr going to go on fourth down.
Oh, catch the ball.
It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Anunua's got it, complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first down, Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Darnold.
Oh, I pulled him off. That was my pick.
By Anderson.
Oh, man, going for the sack. Oh, going for the sack. I pulled him off. I could have had the pick, bro.
The way in. Touchdown, New York.
Oh, my God.
Anderson. 78 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable.
You like that walk?
Really
you
like
like that over there in sound effects?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Oh.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen.
Where you went?
Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back
this
out
ass
and
whooping
start
gonna be ready
over
when
and
you get off
rebuild
work
that
too, man.
confidence.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Brian Poole.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defense.
Yeah, this is my... At the car wash.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
It's all right. I'm gonna bring these Rams out. Yeah, this is gonna be my last one though. I'm starting to get sleepy.
Comment. Well, it's a possibility. We're good, y'all, boy.
What up, man? Shit, I ain't been to sleep yet, man. I'm starting to feel it.
Yeah. Nigga had beat the show shot into insomnia, man.
Didn't sleep. I ain't sleep.
Nah, not shit. Shot that nigga beat you into insomnia last night, nigga.
That was the only game I lost all day. Those deep.
Some nigga, that nigga was sorry too, bro. Nigga ran straight YouTube bull, bro.
I was shutting that shit down. I almost won that game.
It's
It was
the
a dog fight.
NFL on EA Sports, and we
Nah,
are at
you don't
venerable
want that.
Soldier
You do
Field
not.
in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams.
It was.
Zerline out now to kick this one away.
Dog fight like 3 points.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, Jadeveon Clowney. Hey, Jadeveon Clowney, bro. If that man go to the Eagles, but the Eagles gonna have a new defense, dog. They already got a new defense. Hey, who opened, dog?
There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First carry now for David Montgomery. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Yeah.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So what's the
A
next?
nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On second down, Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
He said, come over now.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 6 yards in the first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're
That's
worried
all
about,
you,
just
boss.
as you pointed out, not just giving up 3,
That's
possibly
all you.
giving up
I'm
6.
not fucking with that shit.
Let's see what they decide to do
Yeah,
here
foul
because
ball.
they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Oh, how did I miss that tackle?
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Is it the
Quite
blood
the
went
opening
by the
drive
ball?
march they're on right now.
It looks a
Nah,
lot
he
like
going
what we saw
on
in
this
practice
break.
prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's kind of like clockwork right now for them.
Hey,
Runs on
Miles
this
said get
drive
on,
so
Blood Wolf.
far. It's first and 10. On first down,
said
they
you
go
gotta
right
be
back to
elected 20
Cohen.
minutes, dog.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Some of that fireball.
No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Look at that boy, man.
There he is.
Now
MP
they'll
too.
throw it with Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Miller.
crazy.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
You all right, Blood
Pass
Wolf?
complete, but no
No
gain.
yards.
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
filed that
corrupt
as
ass, cop ass
unsuccessful.
nigga.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
Don't be putting my
And the
business
Bears
out there in
take
the
it all
street.
the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
So I was
Well,
watching
that's
this
how they
report on the
envision it. Get the
hurricane,
football to
right?
start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted.
I said it's supposed to be a
Was it an
category
audible?
4
Or
now.
was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights,
But
and it's now a
it's hard to know
7-0
when
game.
it's gonna, where exactly it's going to come though. That's the hardest thing about it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
To Jacksonville.
This will be taken in
Yeah,
at the
they say
1.
it scratches from like Miami all the way up to
And he'll take this across the
Jacksonville.
25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Right.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Goff.
Yeah,
He's got his
nobody's gonna
target.
hit
It's
on
the tight
Monday,
end,
yeah.
Tyler Higbee. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
Very true.
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh my God, how did he even get that ball though?
Like sometimes that's all you need.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Right here, ain't it, bro?
Women do always have dog fights. They always work out like that. Well, most of the time.
I got 10 on
On first down, Goff.
Don't do
And
that.
they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff escaping the pressure right. We got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Pick. Oh my gosh, Endo. How is he catching these bull crap?
Switch up, switch up.
You gotta click on the off. Okay, go
From the
on.
gun on 3rd down. Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
That's a nice play right there. I like that play.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
I got
a
the
5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. This is Gabriel out on the left side. Oh, some strong running. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel it now. Ooh-wee. I was hyped
That
earlier.
loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult.
Fucking more going to my mom.
Anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
I didn't get a chance to
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, alert.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this? And pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, past the 20, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley, 89 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting, because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And all the way down to Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, and even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. First down, a run with Cohen. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They run. This is Cohen. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Mike left. Mike 20. Good trap. Good trap. Kill.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I don't know if that was a bad idea. I can't call it, homie.
Here we go. 180. Let's go. Louis. He's cracked.
Now Goff on first down. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Eluding the pressure right. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
180. Mike is 59.
It ain't over yet.
12.
On first down, it's Gurley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here's Henderson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Oh, Lord. I was about to say.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Slap.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give to Cohen. He heads right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They try again with Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long. He's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline now for the PAT.
That's why I like Washington.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime, obviously hit home.
Dude.
I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe